we live? Can they hear me?
NACA Football Championship.
We want to welcome each of you back to the National Association of Christian Athletes Football Championship. Right now, the athletes are gathering right in the center to pray before we begin the game. So we'd ask those of you who are watching at home to do the same with us for safety, for sportsmanship, and for a good game tonight at the NACA.
Coached by head coach Steve McKenzie. And at this time, we'll begin with a word of prayer. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we're thankful for your many blessings that you've given us. We're thankful for the beautiful weather that we've had today. And we're thankful for the sportsmanship we've seen from teams. And, Lord, tonight I pray you might protect the players, be with them as they play. I pray we might see good sportsmanship from them. Lord, be with the coaches and the officials. And Lord, I pray that you might put your blessing on this game tonight and make all of our words, our attitudes, our actions be worthy of that blessing. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Well, let's play NACA.
All right, again, welcome to the evening. You're tuning in to Potter's House Christian Academy from Jacksonville, Florida, who is taking on Tennessee Christian Prep School from Cleveland, Tennessee. It's the second game of the evening.
Also, just a reminder, down at the end of our gymnasium, we have a canteen that's open. We've got
You're listening to Elmer Harris. I'll be doing play-by-play.
And my name is John Layton. I'm excited to be here with you tonight, Elmer.
Absolutely. I had a lot of fun earlier in the first game and looking forward to getting to see some. This should be a great matchup between two great teams.
I think it's going to be fantastic. You know, the Potter's House, though they don't have a huge roster, have a ton of experience, and they're a great team.
They sure are, and they are no stranger to NACA competition. This football team won the championship here.
That's right. I think they've even won 2. Was that back in?
They won it, and they've won 3, and they'll be going for their 4th championship. They won in 2008, 2010, and 2011.
Wow, that is a fantastic record.
Absolutely. They're coached by Coach Timothy Patterson, and Tennessee Christian is coached by Coach Steve McKenzie, who has really built his program into something special. This is their second year here. We're getting ready to kick off in this second game of the evening. Kicking off for the Tennessee Christian, it's going to be Muhammad Sine. Receiving for Potter's House, it's going to be Patrick Willock, but he didn't get a chance to return that one. It went out of bounds, so the Lions are going to begin their. Nope, they're going to kick again, folks. Coach Patterson is urging his team on.
I always love listening to the Potter's House coaches. They
Absolutely.
always do a great job. They encourage their team, and they are just a riot to listen to.
They know how to get the best out of their athletes, that's for sure. Potter's House won a championship in basketball last spring at the National Basketball Championship. So here we go again. Kicking off, this is returnable. He's up to the 30, the 35, and he's going to be stopped. He's going to be stopped at the 35-yard line. That's Patrick Willock. No, I'm sorry, returning for, it's Patrick Willock for the Lions. So for this Hawks defense, Tennessee Christian will be running a 4-3, and they're going to be facing up against surely the toughest competition they've seen so far this year.
Both teams come into the championship with a relatively good record.
Pass. That is a DeTrance Limbrick pass. He's one of the top passers in the Jacksonville area. Limbrick has nearly 3,000 yards passing so far this year, and he just moved the sticks there on the first down. He's going to swing it out to the right flat. And it's going to be a small but dangerous McKeek Farrell, which is going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. So it's going to be the Lions looking at a 2nd and 7. Limbrick's running the spread offense. Takes the snap. Pass looks like somebody may have gotten a hand on it. That pass is incomplete. Limbrick's favorite target is going to be Karen Ashley. Ashley is the leading receiver in the entire Jacksonville area with 1,200 yards receiving. Again, we'd like to welcome all the friends, family, and diehard fans that are tuning in to watch these teams.
It's always great to have you on the NACA live stream.
That's a deep pass there, and it is caught by Ashley. And he just showed how he's the leading receiver in the Jacksonville area. That was a nice pass from Limbrick. Easy to see how he's reaching 3,000 yards for the season. Limbrick drops back. Under pressure. Rolls to the left. He's pushed out of bounds for a short gain. John, yeah, this is a good time to tell everybody tuning in all the ways they can connect and keep up and follow the National Association of Christian Athletes online.
Yes, other than just our live stream, we you're welcome to connect with us on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, any of those social media outlets.
Folks, that's the Limbrick connecting with McKeek Farrell, number 2, 5'10" senior, scoring that touchdown, and that's going to make it 6-0 with a quick drive, quick score, and right at a minute and a half it took on to.
If you're at home and you're watching this broadcast and you'd like to send one of your friends or family members a shout out, just tweet us at NACA Sports.
It's going to be a fake kick, going for a conversion. It's a very aggressive call there by Coach Patterson. So now the Lions will kick off to the Hawks. After being successful with their first drive, 65-yard drive that they made pretty quick work of it. Like John said, you guys can tweet in to NACA Sports. Tweet, give a shout out, and we'll give you a shout out. We'll do our best to give you a shout out online. Let us know who you're tuning in to see. Let us know your favorite player. If you're watching it with a group of friends, tweet a pic. Tweet a pic. Just use at NACA Sports.
Remember, we had some schools that tuned in earlier today during school, even a science class. Sent us some tweets. They sent us some Snapchats of their oh, now that was pretty cool right there.
Oh, we got a onside kick, and that's Potter's house with a perfectly executed onside kick. So what you're looking at is a very aggressive Potter's House squad. Talked to Coach Patterson. He said, we play 4-3 coverage, 4-3 defense with man coverage, and we blitz a lot. So they have an aggressive style of play. We just saw that with the PAT conversion, and now we see it just coming out of the right out of the rip with an onside kick that they completed successfully. So things are definitely going in their favor. There's Limerick again, gunning downfield. Gunning downfield for Farrell. That ball was a little bit long.
Both teams have some pretty spirited fans with them in this game tonight. We can hear them in the bleachers on either side of the press box here, making a lot of noise, cheering their team on. We're sorry you can't be here with us, but we look forward to seeing your support for your team on social media tonight. Ref has called a false start.
So that's going to push the Lions back 5 yards. They're going to continue this drive. Looking at that's a pass to Ashley. He will get it back to
somewhere or another. I mean 8-10.
So I believe that's an official's timeout. Is that right?
No, I think they called the timeout over there. Tennessee.
Coach McKenzie and the Hawks have called a timeout. Yeah, unlike most teams that come and play, which come from all over the country, Coach McKenzie and Tennessee Christian, which are located in just across the river here from Dayton, located in Cleveland, Tennessee. It's their second year coming up here, and
we want to remind.
Minutes off, but you said it's 9:10. I had it at 8:10, but okay, I'll put it at 9:10. I had 8:10, but I'll put it at 9.
We want to remind any Cleveland fans that might be watching from home tonight that you can join us tomorrow for your team's game. Depending on the outcome of this one, we'll decide where they fall in the bracket tomorrow. Welcome to join us on top of the mountain for what will be an incredible game.
Absolutely. You guys can check out the schedule online tonight.
Hey, you know, at nacasports.org.
nacasports.org.
Schedule's on there. It's also on our Facebook page, NACA Sports. And seeing as we're just into the first quarter and they're from Cleveland, they could probably make it up by halftime.
Oh yeah, they could. It's not far. It's a lot stark difference from the long drive from Jacksonville, but you know, both of these teams and all the teams and coaches and competitors that come here. Oh, that's a quick snap directly to the running back, and he found daylight. That's going to be it's just shy of a touchdown.
So close. That was incredible.
So close. That's a run by Keontae Zellers. That was a quick snap directly to the running back. Limerick's going to keep. And he just gets – he's in. That's going to be a touchdown for the Lions.
When our Florida friends arrived on campus just yesterday, they were a little worried as to how playing in the different weather would be. Even though this is pretty mild for us compared to last year, pretty cold
Absolutely.
for those who are coming from the Sunshine State.
Absolutely. Last year it was cold to the bone. Here we had some very extreme. That 2-point conversion is no good. Pass intended for Ashley. So it's going to be 12 to nothing. Here with a little bit less than 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. This game has certainly lived up to the hype thus far. Now, I just have to say, from covering this game last year, and it was cold. It was cold. We had some freakishly cold weather here. But it was the first year that Tennessee Christian had participated in the NACA national tournament. They were a young team. Even though they're down 12 to nothing right now, I cannot believe how this team has grown and the athletes that they have put together on this squad.
Absolutely. Coach McKenzie has done a great job building his program.
So returning for the Hawks is going to be Rashad Marshall, 5'10" senior. McKenzie's Hawks also run a spread offense. But they do have 3 backs in the backfield. That looks like a quick snap to Zedarius Williams.
There's definitely some energy in the air tonight after coming from the rally tonight where Herman Thunderfoot Weaver spoke, shared some of his NFL highlights, and definitely inspired and challenged most of our athletes here tonight.
The youth rallies are really something special up here at these NACA events. So many lives given to Christ during the youth rallies. It's going to be Williams again. That play is snuffed out again. Stop for no gain, and the Hawks are going to be facing a 3rd and 10. Again, if you are tuning in tonight, we encourage you to share this link, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, any other social media, or even email the link to other friends, family, or diehard fans that you would know want to tune in and what's their favorite player, and you can share the experience with them online.
We're really excited to offer this live stream, and it's mainly because of the hard work of Elmer Harris and his company, the Ray Review, that makes this possible. We're always excited to have you on campus, Elmer.
We're always proud to be here, John. So it's the Hawks looking to punt. That's Jamie Billups. And he was hit after punting. It's number 3, Patrick Wheelock. He has room. Oh, And
Wow.
That's a touchdown return. Unfortunately, folks, some celebration, and that was an amazing run by Wheelock, but unfortunately, it looks like this one's going to come back. Looks like they're still sorting this one out, but it's going to be an automatic first down for the Hawks. They're going to get another try.
Elmer, I have to admit that this morning was my first time ever doing some sort of a live broadcast like this. Especially in this sports venue. That was a little out of my comfort zone. Been watching some John Madden videos today, and I hope that that's going to help me. I've got some really corny quotes that I can use later on.
Pull them out. We're ready for them. That's a swing pass to. That's from Luke Benton to Darius Williams, but that was snuffed out pretty quick by this aggressive Lions defense. Looks like it's going to result in a 4-yard loss for the Hawks. Bennett shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to throw deep. Deflected, almost intercepted. Oh, deflected by Dennis Herndon, the right cornerback on this Lions defense. The pass was intended for Mel Obadiah, 6'4" junior, 6'4" junior rather. We got a timeout from Coach Patterson and the Lions.
The NACA is proud to host their event on top of Dayton Mountain on the Fort Bluff campus. It's one of the most beautiful places that you'll ever find in God's creation, especially here in the state of Tennessee. Fort Bluff is always generous to open their campus up to the NACA. They've been a partner with us for quite a while.
So Fort Bluff, it definitely is the home of the NACA. And a little bit later, I'd like you to talk about a little bit about some of the activities that are available at Fort Bluff Camp, some of the signature retreats and some of the other custom retreats that can be catered to for your youth group, your senior group at church. Oh, and that's a pass. That's complete. That pass is to number 2, Nate Boyd, 6'5" junior for Tennessee Christian. The Luke Benton pass was sharp and on the money. This is definitely a totally different Tennessee Christian team. We have to take our hats off to Coach Steve McKenzie and the program he's put together. We've got a fake here, and it is snuffed out. I'm not sure if that was a called play or
Elmer, it looks like it was a bad snap.
That's the word we're getting. We do have we are lucky to be sharing the booth with a good friend, Ricky Sales.
A legend in scorekeeping.
Absolutely.
Ricky Sales is definitely an integral part of what the NACA does. Though often behind the scenes, he makes this thing happen.
So that's going to make things interesting here, folks, with 5:35 on the clock. Still in the first quarter. It's now a one-score game. Tennessee Christian cut the Lions' lead to 6. Will kick off. The Lions are going to return from the 18. He's got speed.
And he's down.
Found a hole, but he is stopped at what looks like the 34, depending on the spot. Looks like they're going to start again at the 35-yard line.
Tell you, one of the things that makes the NACA great is the fantastic officials.
That's a pass, and that's going to be down. That's a pass to Ashley. That's going to quickly move the sticks here in this to start out this drive. Hey, and these officials come from all over the country.
That's right.
Hand-picked. So we have Ashley wide to the near side. Going to have a 4-receiver formation. Three at the top. That's going to be a little safety valve pass to Wheelock. For a modest gain, around 2 yards. So that's a Lambrick to Bridges, to the 6'3" senior. Lambrick himself is a 6'2" senior. This Potter's House squad definitely has some size. Lambrick gets pressure, rolls to his left, passes, and it's complete to Farrell. That's going to be what looks close to be a 30-yard pass. It definitely has this defense spread out right now. Lambrick, quick pass. Oh, and that is almost intercepted. That's Nate Boyd, who's a 6'5" junior, who just about came up with it. They're looking at 2nd and 10 from on the 12-yard line. Lambrick takes a snap. Quick pass to Wheelock, and he's going to speed around. Escape just inside the pylon for another Lions touchdown. So that's going to make it an 18-6 lead for the Lions. Limerick over center. Pitches to Willock. And he's in for the conversion. Little jet sweep action for the Lions. It's going to bring the score 20-6. It's still a 2-score lead. Hey, and it's been a fun first quarter so far.
That's right, with 4 minutes left almost.
You can hear these assistant coaches for Potter's House keeping their players fired up, wanting to keep them hydrated. They know this is going to be a long battle. Jamal Long is kicking off for the Lions. It's going to be received by he stopped at the 36-yard line. Returning for the Hawks, Rashad Marshall, 5'10" senior. Have some Brintion Demerici.
And we've got a timeout.
Looks like Coach Patterson sent in Brintion Demerici. They're late in the play. A little bit of confusion there. They called a timeout. They're going to get it sorted out. Hey, at this time, I'd like to share some of our sponsors that are the ones that make it possible to do what we do here.
That's right. Check out some of our favorite people on the planet.
Pensacola Christian College, Bob Jones University, Cora International, Bryan College, located in Dayton. 323 Sports for all your apparel. Okay, we're getting back into action. And that is Luke Benton finally gets rid of it to Nate Boyd. Number 2, the 6'5" junior. But Boyd could not come up with it. So the Hawks are going to look at a 2nd and 10. A little bit of substitution confusion over here with the Lions. Looks like they've got the right personnel. There's Benton throwing. And it's complete. That's complete to the big boy, Mel Obadiah. The 6'4" junior brought it down. Obadiah was a transfer from Cleveland High School.
I got to meet him just a little while ago. Kind of figured out what it would have been like to be David against Goliath.
He's a great-looking athlete with a bright future, there's no doubt. Benton with a spread shotgun formation. Takes the snap, steps back, finds an open receiver. Looks like he's taking a modest gain, but looks like they're going to call that ball down. The ball came loose. Nope, they're giving it to the Lions. The Lions ball, but it was whistled dead. So the Lions will take over at their own 26-yard line. That's a tough break for the Hawks, who was finally getting some traction in that drive. Luke Benton was checking off receivers and staying in the pocket. But there's a lot of football to play here, folks. Limerick keeps. Still on his feet. He's going to take it all the way to their own 38. Just enough to move the sticks. That's a little bit over a 10-yard run. Nope, hold on. So it's going to be second and short.
If you're out there tonight and you'd like to cheer on your favorite athlete, just send us a tweet to NACA Sports or use the hashtag NACA Sports 15.
Limerick back. He throws. It's complete. That's Ashley again, who's having a great night. They're going to bring it past midfield. Here come the Lions. Limerick takes the snap, looks downfield. He's going to tuck it and run, drawing out to the right-hand flat. He's going to be out of bounds. After about a 7-yard carry. 9-yard carry, rather. So we got a good one here on our hand, folks. Limerick drops back. Oh, it's in and out of the hands of McKeek Farrell. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Third and 1. Spread offense, 1 in the backfield. And he's going to get it. It's going to be Wheelock. Uh-oh, we got a flag.
It was a face mask penalty.
Sure was. Going to move those sticks way on down to the Hawks' 20-yard line. Limerick, quick pass to Roundtree. Snuffed out at the line of scrimmage. He actually got 2 yards on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Limerick to Wheelhouse, sweeps out to the Wheelocks, sweeps out to the left. We do have a flag on the field. I didn't see it, but likely area, yep, it's a holding call. Ooh. Should be 2nd and 18, unless they took it out from the place of the foul. Yeah, it's going to be. So it's 2nd and 20 for the Lions. Limerick over center. Pitches the Wheelock. Finds some room. He's brought down at the Hawks' 16-yard line. So the Lions are now looking at a 3rd and 8 in the closing seconds of the first quarter. Limerick's over center. Takes the snap. Passes to number 4, Shamar Bridges, for what has been I believe that's on the 4-yard line. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. The Lions are going to take a 20-6 lead with great field position going into the second.
For those of you that are tuning in that might have a family member or student that's out here on the field, we want to tell you about one of our title sponsors called Captain U. It's probably one of the coolest things that we have seen recently. This is kind of like a Facebook for athletes. This CaptainU.com serves as a bridge from the athletes to college coaches that are looking to fill positions on their team. So you can visit CaptainU.com and enroll your student with a profile. Their stats will be listed on there, and college coaches will be able to find your student and be able to offer them the scholarships and different things that they're looking for. Captain U became a title sponsor of the NACA this year, and we're excited to have them on board.
Absolutely. Very, very proud to have them on board and the great things they do for student athletes, helping them find the right school for them and marketing them in the best way possible for the recruiters and to find a perfect match.
That's right. I believe that they help in every single sport. Captain U reached out to us just a couple months ago after they learned of the NACA and said that they'd be interested in getting the word out about their program to the Christian athletes that are on our campus for this event.
That's Limerick rolling around he's going to keep around to the right side, and he is stopped. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Looks like maybe the 3-yard line. It's going to be a keeper is stopped again. It's going going to bring up 3rd and goal for the Lions. Limerick over center. Rolled around to the left side behind the left tackle. Clock still running. It is 4th down. Looks like they might be on the 2-yard line. Here come the Lions. Limerick rolls around the left again, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Well, that was an impressive defensive stand there for the Hawks. Here's Limerick going for the conversion. Conversion is good. It's going into his favorite receiver, Karan Ashley. Ashley's pulled in over 1,200 yards in the Jacksonville area this season, which is a big part of Limerick's nearly 3,000-yard season. He may have gone over that 3,000 yards thus far in this contest. The Lions now lead 28-6 early in the second. But, hey, we've seen some good stuff from Coach McKenzie's Hawks team. I expect to see a lot more. They kind of shot themselves in the foot with a fumble on the last drive. They were really moving the ball. So it's going to be Rashad Marshall returning for the Hawks. He's got a seam built. He is brought down on the 45-yard line. Looks like it was Giovanni Joyner that could have made the touchdown save and stop. Here's Luke Benton looking to lead these Hawks into a quick throw to Nate Boyd, and it is caught. He's got 2 tall receiving targets out there. One of them's a 6'5" junior Nate Boyd, and the other is the 6'4" junior Zadarius Williams. And they are sure-handed. Benton takes the snap, rolls to his left, looks downfield. The pass intercepted. Intercepted by
number 7. Great job,
Dennis Herndon. Herndon's one of those many seniors on this Potter's House team. They have a veteran squad, there's no doubt. So turnovers are proving costly Tennessee Christian.
Was that sarcastic?
I'm glad you, yeah. No, you really are. So many people do.
I hope.
So we're inside of 10 minutes. The Lions are going to begin another drive, this time starting on their own, what looks to be 9-yard line.
Is this the same thing you've got? How many seniors does McKenzie have? Tennessee.
That was Willie Baldwin with a nice 7-yard run. DeTronce Limbrick going to paddle out, completes a pass. Oh, and it's a fumble. Look like pass caught by McKeek Farrell. He was able to recover his own fumble, and these this Lions team definitely keeping our stick guys busy tonight. There's Limbrick with a pass deflected, almost picked off, almost caught by another receiver. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Limbrick takes the snap, looks deep for Ashley. Pass is a little long for Ashley.
Way too cold up there.
These Lions receivers are definitely giving this Tennessee Christian secondary a good test tonight. Limbrick takes the snap, looks downfield, comes back to Ashley. Low pass, low safe pass. Ashley's going to pull it in and move it into Tennessee Christian territory at the 49. But hey, it's going to be 4th and short. And they're going for it. This is Limbrick. Oh, it's a time blitz. Time blitz by Zadarius Williams. And that's going to give Williams' offside call is going to give the Lions a first down at the Hawks' 44-yard line. Limbrick takes the snap. Looks downfield. It's going to quick throw to McKeek Farrell. Play was defended by Hawk quarterback Luke Benton. Who's a safety on defense. Limbrick takes a snap. Quick handoff to Wheelock. He's got some daylight. Breaks a tackle, but he's brought down the 34-yard line. Here's Lindbrook again. 1st and 10. Takes the snap. It's going to be a quick handoff. Quick handoff to Farrell. That defensive line for Tennessee Christian is definitely a marked improvement over last year's team. Here's Lambrick over center. Quick pass to Wheelock. Rolls around the right side. He's going to be hit by Luke Benton, but not before he picks up a. Nope. On the first down, it's going to be 3rd and short. So with a little over 7 minutes to remain in the half, it's going to be a quick snap. We've got a flag on the play. Quick snap directly to Wheelock, who has found daylight. Once again, breaks another tackle. Definitely brought down inside the 5, almost scored. Again, we do have a flag on the play. Illegal motion on the lines. This one's coming back. Third and short is going to turn into 3rd and 7 for the Lions. Lambert takes a snap. Looks downfield, passes short to Wheelock. He's still on his feet, breaking tackles. He's going to skate down just shy of a touchdown. It's another great run, and it's a dangerous weapon that coming out of the backfield for a short screen pass. Well, it looks like 1st and goal from the 3. From the 1. Shotgun formation. Quick snap to, I believe that it's going to be a touchdown. I believe that was Keontae Zellers, number 9. That's going to make it a 28-point lead for the Lions.
Potter's House is definitely on their game tonight.
They
really enjoying watching them.
Always fun to watch. Whether it's basketball, volleyball, they have an amazing athletic program down there in Jacksonville, and got to give them their credit. All right, so it's the Lions going for a 2-point conversion. Two-point conversion is no good. The score will remain 34-6. Potter's House over Tennessee Christian Hawks.
Potter's House is sending in almost a brand new lineup.
So there's still a lot of football to play here at Fort Bluff Camp, home of the NACA, which is always pursuing the ultimate prize. Lions kick off. It's going to be Rashad Marshall returning again for the Hawks. So the Hawks are going to start this drive at their own 20. Quarterback Luke Benton takes a snap, drops it back, scrambles to his left. Uh-oh, he's brought down. Almost fumbled the ball, but it's called down. Benton's going to pick up two yards on that run. Benton takes a snap, looks downfield, quick pass. That was a pass intended for Marshall, but it's intercepted. He's been intercepted once again, this time by Travis Durham. And Durham's going to take it to the house. It's going to make it 40-6. You know, Benton's had just a handful of passes that he'd like to have back. Other than that, he's had a pretty good night. Those few passes that he'd like to have back makes a big difference. I'm still impressed by the competitive nature of this Tennessee Christian team facing an opponent of the likes of Potter's House. Potter's House is going to go for 2.
Good job, son. Good job, son.
And that's going to be a handoff to Willie Baldwin, the 5'8 junior for the Lions. It's like sophomore Keontae Zellers may have taken the snap. So that's going to give the Lions a 36-point lead. With 5:46 remaining in the half. Once again, we would like to thank everyone for tuning in. Whether it's you're watching somebody in your family, a friend you got, a classmate you go to school with, or you're just a diehard fan of the program, we encourage you to tweet in your pics, Snapchat pics. That's a kickoff. It's going to be returned by Rashad Marshall. He's hit deep, and he has been grounded at the 25-yard line. So Luke Benton is going to come back, and He's going to have plenty of opportunities to redeem himself. But he has a touchdown strike under his belt already. He has nothing to be ashamed of. Benton's joined in the backfield by Jamie Billups. With Boyd and Obadiah spread out. Marshall spread out to the near side. Benton takes a snap. Looks. Was caught by Boyd for a nice gain. Benton fumbles the snap, throws it out of bounds. Benton moving quick on his feet and thinking quick on his feet right there. He got rid of that ball. And there comes a flag. Intentional grounding. That's definitely going to change the picture of this drive real quick. He's looking at 3rd and 42 after that intentional grounding penalty. That's going to be Benton taking the snap. Quick pass. That was a quick pass to Big Nate Boyd. And there's a flag on that play. Boyd is calling for interference. So it's going to bring it to 3rd and 8 here for Benton, his Hawk offense. Benton drops back, looks quick to Boyd. There's a little bit of miscommunication there. It's going to bring up 4th and 8. Tennessee Christian coach McKenzie's sending his punt team in. A little bit of frustration going on for the Hawks. It's going to be a punt. It's going to roll just over the 50-yard line. And the Lions are going to start their next drive on their own 48. Here come the Lions. A little bit of misdirection running play out of the shotgun formation is going to pick up 5 yards. Move them into Hawk territory. So DeTronce Limbrick takes a snap. Hands off to Wheelock. No, I'm sorry, that is hands off to Ivan Roundtree. Third and short for the Lions. Limerick takes a snap. And that's going to be Roundtree again for what looks like it's going to be a first down run. No, they were stopped. They were stopped on 4th down. That's Luke Benton taking over with a spread Hawk offense. Looks like been a little bit of movement. They're going to start this drive out, 1st and 15. Benton takes the snap, looks downfield. He's getting pressure. He is brought down. Brought down by what looks like Keontae Zellers and company. That was an all-out blitz by Coach Patterson. Says he loves the blitz. He'll blitz every play. If he feels it's the right call to make. He's an aggressive coach, and that's the nature of all these Potter's House teams I've seen, whether it be basketball, volleyball, whatever sport it is. They have an aggressive athletic program, and it works. But you know, if you're Coach Steve McKenzie and this Tennessee Christian squad, you know, you really have to keep this game in context. You know, if you were Coach McKenzie, what would you tell your players out there that right now, John? They're down 42-6.
I'd say we haven't even made it to halftime yet. It's still any man's game, and often in times like these, the team that's ahead will get their head out of the game. They'll think that they've got it, which is the perfect time for the team that's behind to step in, up their game, and really surprise the other team.
That
could definitely happen here.
And we've seen some good things out of this Tennessee Christian team. Here's Luke Benton, takes a snap. He's going to look downfield, throw long, a little bit off the mark. Tender receiver was Zadarius Williams. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 25. So Benton does have some ideal targets on the field. From Zadarius Williams to Nate Boyd to Mel Obadiah. Benton, he's got motion. He's going to keep, and that's a blitz. And Benton was sacked. That's going to bring up a 4th and even longer 3rd and real long to a 4th and real long, and that's going to be a fumble, and that's going to be Lions ball with excellent field position. And things have really starting to fall apart for this Tennessee Christian squad, which in my opinion, they don't need to hold their head down. They have a lot to be proud of here in this game. They just caused a fumble right there, but it looks like the Lions were able to recover it. Talked to Coach McKenzie a little bit before the game, and he essentially admitted, he said, hey, last year was the first year we come up here, and we essentially brought a JV team up here. That's essentially where our program was. And I remember that team. And I'm still amazed they're down 42-6 against a top class program in the world of athletics from Jacksonville, Florida, Potter's House.
In only their 2nd year, they're doing a great job. Personally, I can't wait to see what they turn up with this coming year.
Absolutely. That's Benton throwing deep. Beautiful pass. Just out of the reach of Obadiah. But there was some good coverage on him from Karen Ashley. The winner of this game will advance into Friday's contest.
There will also be a consolation championship that will happen Friday morning, I believe.
Yes, sir. They will go on to play Lancaster Christian, which is a academy, which is a team out of Smyrna, Tennessee. And the winning team will advance to play
the Hickory Hawks.
Hickory Hawks out of Hickory, North Carolina.
The Hawks did a fantastic job in this morning's game.
They did advance, and there's Benton with a quick pass to Zadarius Williams. This is going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Benton takes the snap, looks downfield. He's got pressure. He's going to be pulled down. By who looks like Brenthian Demerit.
I've been really impressed even with the high intensity level of this particular game. No injuries so far.
That's always a good thing. Nobody wants to see that. It is the postseason play. That's going to be a punt. It's going to respectable punt. It's going to go to the Hawks' own 47-yard line. Lions are going to take over. And a lot of times at this point in the season, in the postseason, you see a lot of battered and bruised players from a long season, and it's good to see that most of them out there look pretty spry and fresh and ready to start another season. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Limerick hands off to Herndon. He's going to take a modest gain of 3 yards.
Even though everyone wants to take home that trophy, a lot of players talk about coming because of the advanced level of competition they experience here. it's kind of a time of learning and prep for next year's football season.
Absolutely. It's a unique experience. And Limerick's going to take a knee, and the Lions are going to take the 42-6 lead into the halftime. And as that clock ticks down, it's going to give Coach McKenzie and his Tennessee Christian squad an opportunity to regroup and adapt to some of the things they've seen. So they're going to have a great opportunity to come back in the second half. So if you're tuning in right now, don't tune out. We've got a lot of good things lined up for you. We want to show you some sponsors and talk about some of the opportunities available for your groups to come up here, your church group to come up here on a retreat, whether it's a youth group, young adult group, senior group. There's something for everybody, from water slides to beautiful scenic, views, beautiful mountain vistas. I mean, place has it all.
Absolutely, Elmer. Do we have any videos lined up for halftime?
Hey, we have some cool Fort Bluff camp videos that Central Baptist Church made. They shared with us online. But today's Veterans Day, and
that's right.
It's a special time. We wouldn't have the freedom to do what we're able to do by bringing this game. The veterans protect our freedoms and make it possible.
That's right.
So I want to share a very cool piece that was put together on YouTube by YouTube user Uncle's Monkey. We appreciate him putting it together. We hope you enjoy it here on Veterans Day, and we'll be back soon.
Today, you people are no longer maggots. Today, you are Marines. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Columbia, this is Houston, ALS, over. Houston, Columbia, 9-8, over. Roger, the EVA is progressing beautifully. They're setting up the flag now.
today, Veterans Day, as we do every year, we take that moment to embrace the gentle heroes of Vietnam and of all our wars. We remember those who were called upon to give all a person can give, and we remember those who were prepared to make that sacrifice if it were demanded of them in the line of duty, though it never was. Most of all, we remember the devotion and gallantry.
Hey, thanks once
with
again
which
for
all of them
tuning in
ennobled
live
their
to the
nation.
National Association of Christian Athletes 2015 Football Championship. We have really enjoyed connecting with each of you, and there is more than one way that you can connect with us online. You can visit us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat just by searching NACA Sports. You can tweet to us live. If you are posting any team pictures or photos of your friends and family enjoying the live stream, we'd love you to hashtag it NACA Sports 15. We'd love to see it, and we'd love to share it. I'd like to talk to you about a few of our sponsors, our title sponsors for this event. If you visit us online, you'll find our sponsors listed. We're so thankful to have Bryan College right here in Dayton, Tennessee, on board with the National Association of Christian Athletes as a title sponsor. Bryan College, just down the mountain, has a brand new program that they would love for your students to know about. If you finish your bachelor's degree on campus, Bryan will pay for your master's. That means if you complete your bachelor's degree right here in Dayton, Tennessee, your master's is absolutely free. Now, Elmer, that's just a deal that you can't hardly beat.
Educating students.
Educating students.
To become servants of Christ. Servants of Christ.
Para llegar a ser servidores de Cristo.
To make a difference in today's world.
Faire une différence dans le monde d'aujourd'hui.
Einen Unterschied in der heutigen Welt zu machen.
Fazer uma diferença no mundo de hoje.
تغيير الدنيا داير وزار.
Мы можем изменить сегодняшний мир.
We have a great video for you to check out right now. Coming this summer, right here at Fort Bluff Camp, we have two signature weeks, Teen Week 1 and Teen Week 2, that are going to be taking place July 4th through the 8th, Teen Week 1, and then July 11th through the 15th. And one of our featured guests, some of my very favorite people, the Crevier family, Champions Forever, they do some incredible things with their family. America's Got Talent finalists, and we want you to check out what this family, even the littlest ones, can do.
I'm one of those people that have been affected by what God has done in my life. And I remember as a young man thinking to myself, I'd like to do something for God, but I want to play basketball, but the problem was I didn't grow very tall. But it's not just with myself. I'm sure you may know I have a wife and 12 children, and they're part of the program as well. But we get to go around and do what we call a spectacular basketball show, and it's where we use basketball as a platform to reach people with a message of hope, and the hope that we reach them with is the message of Jesus Christ. But one thing I can do, I can spin a ball, and I gave that to Jesus, and for the last 20 years I've circled the globe spinning basketballs for the Lord. So it's been an honor.
Welcome back. We are just about to begin in just a little over 30 seconds. Didn't you enjoy the Bruce Crevier family, the Champions Forever group? We love having them here, and they're going to be our special guests July 4th through the 8th for Teen Week 1 and July 11th through the 15th for Teen Week 2. And you say, well, how can I see the Crevier family live? You sign up your teenager for a week of Fort Bluff camp, and I promise it will be an experience that they never forget. Here at Fort Bluff, we use camps and tournaments to evangelize the lost and encourage the body of Christ, and you will not find a better experience, especially a better summer camp experience, than what you find here at Fort Bluff. All of the information is located online at fortbluff.com. Visit our summer camp page and find the week that works best for you. And you say, hey, what about the little ones? Well, guess what? We have a junior camp week as well. And this year, evangelist Ben Shetler will be speaking to the junior age kids. And I've never heard someone connect with little kids quite like Ben Shetler. His amazing style, fantastic energy, and biblical content is unbeatable. John Layton will be doing worship that week, and then coming during the teen weeks, we'll have our Fort Bluff band with Jay Boyce, John, and a few of our friends. It's going to be an incredible time. Fort Bluff is one of our very favorite places. Of course, the NACA Fort Bluff is home to the NACA here on top of Dayton Mountain, and we look forward to hosting you as our guest here. You know, more than just summer camps and more than just the NACA, the campus is available for you to use for your group. And no matter how small or large, we can house over 800 people here on campus. You say, wow, how can we find out more about using that for my church or my corporate retreat? Just visit fortbluff.com in the top right-hand corner. Select the button that says Custom Rentals. Give us a little bit of an idea on what you're looking to do. We'll be back in touch with you, and you will be able to enjoy one of the most incredible experiences of your life, of your youth group's time, of any church ministry or corporate group that you'd like to bring, and it will be amazing, I promise you, for an unbeatable price. Great food, amazing, unbeatable environment, state-of-the-art facilities, and just a getaway that will blow your mind. It'll be an experience that you never forget.
And another thing that's so special about this place is, like you said, the environment, and it's one of those changes in there's a song, Changes in Latitudes. This is a changes in altitudes. You get up here on this mountain and you get out of the everyday hustle and bustle. You kind of disconnect.
That's right.
Now, there's the internet up here, folks, but you kind of disconnect from your everyday life, and you get an opportunity to reconnect with God and your church family, and it's something special. It's just a special place, you know.
It's almost like being in a different world. I know being up here for summer camps for several weeks straight, you know, you get away from a lot of those things, especially if you're part of our summer staff. And then, you know, the day that you leave the mountain, it's almost like reality just slaps you in the face, and you go, wow, I just loved my time with the Lord. That He speaks so clearly here. His anointing is definitely on this place, and you feel it the moment that you drive on campus. I believe it's the prayers of God's people that make that environment possible, and we're so thankful to be able to have a ministry like that right here in Dayton, Tennessee.
We are very blessed and very proud to be the home of NACA, have the home here at the Fort Bluff campus, and you know, the coaches and the players and the teams, they share those feelings. You know, I talked to Coach Timothy Patterson of Potter's House, and you know, they've been coming up here for years. Different teams in their athletic program been coming up here, standing out. Have many championships up here. Their football team has won 2008, 2010, and 2011. They're hoping to win again this year. But Coach Patterson said, hey, what's special about this place up here? He said, yes, the competition is here, but, you know, it's the spiritual side of it. He said he tells his players that, you know, we'll lose all the games we play if one kid will give their life to Christ. And he said it's happened up here, and he loves the spiritual side of it.
Tonight, as Mr. Weaver spoke, he gave an invitation toward the end of the service and invited people to come to know Christ as their Savior. I don't know the exact count, but I looked around, and there were about 4 or 5 who raised their hands, said that they accepted Christ tonight, and that is the ultimate prize.
That is the ultimate prize.
With about 30 seconds left until we kick off the second half of this game, we'd like to invite you to visit nacasports.org. Check out our title sponsors. Above Captain U and Brian that we've mentioned already, we're happy to have Bob Jones University and Pensacola Christian College on board with us, both great universities that are doing incredible things for the kingdom. We have a special sponsor down there at the bottom. You'll find an icon that says Remember the Goal, a Dave Cristiano film that will be coming out about a cross-country team. You're going to want to check out that website, check out that Facebook page, and stay tuned for when that film comes to a theater near you. An incredible experience, a Christ-centered, salvation-focused movie that's done in an incredible way. You won't want to miss it. Elmer, it looks like we're getting ready to start in this second half. What are you expecting from Tennessee Christian Prep and from the Potter's House in this part of the game?
Right now, we're going to begin this second half with a running clock. The score is okay. I've been corrected. The running clock in NACA football competition does not start until the fourth quarter. Right now, the Lions are commanding a 36-point lead to start the second half. What I anticipate seeing, it's going to be hard to say. I don't know if Coach Patterson and the Lions are looking to pump the brakes a little bit, make sure they get – I think he already has a short roster with just some standout players, so there's only so much he can do with substitutions. I'm really looking there, and there's only so much that Coach McKenzie and his Tennessee Christian team can do to adapt to a team like this. But I am hoping to see senior quarterback Luke Benton redeem himself a little bit. We've seen some good things out of him. I want to see some of these great receivers for Tennessee Christian, kind of see what the future has in store for them. So even though it looks like a lopsided contest, I'm real excited to see some of this great action.
Happy to see Tennessee Christian Prep putting up such a good fight. They have an incredible team, a great program that is definitely growing. Excited to see what they produce in the next few years.
And that's Luke Benton going quickly to Marshall. Here come the Hawks with that signature spread offense. Luke Benton quickly looks in and out of the hands of Zadarius Williams. That time Benton was on target. So the Hawks are looking at a 3rd and 7. Got Obadiah. That's another short pass to Marshall. That's going to bring up what looks like a 4th and 5. No, they did call that pass a completion. Looks like Zadarius Williams is going to be favoring his right leg. Coach McKenzie sends his punt team out. That is a 4th and 5. It's going to be Jamie Billups with a nice punt. It's going to be Obadiah down in it. And the Lions offense returns to the field. So the line's going to come out running it. Wheelock, who's having a stellar night so far. It's going to be second and what looks like 2 for the Lions as Limerick centers his team up. There's a player in motion. That's going to be McKeek Farrell with the ball for it's like a 10-yard gain. This Lions team has definitely kept our chain gang busy tonight. Also have one of the best chain gangs in the business.
Absolutely, all the way from New England, I think.
Limerick's going to be another quick handoff. It's going to be one to McKeek Farrell, who works his way up to the center of the field. And it's going to be close to a first down. It's going to be what looks like 2nd and 1. Have Shamar Bridges wide out to the near side. Farrell in motion. Limbrick hands it off again to Farrell, but this time he's going to be snuffed out for a 8-yard loss. So this looks like Jamie Billups and Zach Hill. Credited for the loss. Third and 7. Limbrick hands it off again. That was another run by Farrell. It's going to be enough for a Lions first down. So here come the Lions. Limerick takes the snap. Looks downfield. He's going to do a short pass to Wheelock. Wheelock's around the right side. Finds daylight, breaks the tackle. Finally brought down at the 15-yard line. Limerick over center. Fakes a pitch. Off counter to Wheelock for a short gain. Limerick now over center. Going to keep. Over the right-hand guard. And his team, between Limerick and his team, pushing him through that effort. That's another touchdown for the Lions. So with a 48-6 lead, the Lions are lining up for a 2-point conversion. It's McKeek in motion. And he is just inside the far side pylon to bring the score to 50 Lions, 6 Hawks. Well, this game has quickly gotten upside down for the Hawks, but again, Coach McKenzie and his team and all the fans that are back home watching, I hope that you would take this game in context of having the opportunity to play one of the best teams in the Jacksonville area of Florida. Here comes Obadiah. Reversing the field, but he is brought down. That return did not develop the way Obadiah had hoped, and it resulted in a significant loss of yards for the Hawks. But again, I truly hope that Coach McKenzie, all the fans watching back home, school officials that may be tuning in, can recognize the progress that this team has made in 1 year's time and take this game with a grain of salt and realize the level of competition that they are having the opportunity to play, and it will only make them better. That's a pass complete to Mel Obadiah again. This is a very talented Tennessee Christian squad, and
yeah, Elmer, this is much bigger than just a local regular competition. This is the national championship, and we've been very impressed, very pleased to see the level of competition, sportsmanship, and athleticism here today with these 4 teams that have competed so far.
Absolutely. And that's going to be picked off by Potter's House, number 2, McKeek Farrell. But with all that being said, you got to give the credit where it's due, and Coach Timothy Patterson and Potter's House have brought a world-class squad up here on the mountain, as they very often do. And this team right here is definitely something special. So if you're tuning in back home from Jacksonville, we definitely want to thank you for tuning in. And you've got a great coach. You've got a great program down there. And we're so proud to have you guys back up here at Fort Bluff Camp, at the home of NACA Sports. Potter's House is always fun to watch. They always bring the highest level of intensity. There's Limerick handing off once again up the middle. It's going to be to Travis Durham. Durham's a 5'10" senior for Potter's House Christian Academy. And with that run and that play calling, it does look like Coach Patterson may be pumping the brakes a little bit. Again, with a roster, under 40 players. Actually, you're looking at a 22-man roster. It's hard to pump the brakes too much with regards to personnel. But these young men came up here to play, and they're definitely doing that. And that's going to be a handoff. Another handoff to Durham. So here comes Limbrick. He's over center. Play action pass. And that one's going to be batted down by Evan Gaffney, a 6'2" sophomore for this Tennessee Christian squad. Gaffney is just one of the many sophomores on this Hawks team with a lot of juniors. So there's going to be some exciting things to come for this team. It's going to be a timeout. Let's take a look at some of our sponsors here. All right, we are back here, and it looks like it's going to be Luke Benton's going to quick pitch it to Marshall. Inside, but actually lost a couple of yards on that play. Play looks like it was snuffed out by Willock. As Benton is going to throw it out to a screen out, and that's a quick flag. He screened it out to senior Andy Chase, but that was a obvious face mask there by the Lions. They're going to walk that penalty off. First and 10 for the Hawks. Luke Benton takes the snap, looks downfield, another short pass. Oh, and a tough hit. That was Andy Chase, who was met at the line of scrimmage. Who looks like Jamal Long made the stop, and that was a monster hit. Benton, there's blitz on. Another pass to Andy Chase. Benton was thought quick on his feet right then and was able to get it off, and Chase picked up a short gain. But Obadiah wide to the near side. Along with Rashard Marshall. Benson takes the snaps. He looks towards Marshall. Marshall couldn't hold on to it. Dennis Herndon was there for the defense. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 8. Much needed. 8 yards for this Hawk offense. Benton takes the snap. Fights off a would-be sacker. And it's an incomplete pass. And the Lions will take over. At Tennessee Christian's 46-yard line. So there's a minute and 26 to go in the third quarter. Here comes the Lions, and that's going to be Travis Durham again. He breaks the tackle and gets bumped out of bounds at Tennessee Christian's 22-yard line. Durham has come in and been eager to have an opportunity to get some action down here for this Lions team. Limerick's over center. Takes a snap. It's a quick handoff to Caleb Massey, 5'10" senior. Do apologize. That was to Caleb Massey, yes. I formation. Limerick takes the snap. Quick handoff to Travis Durham again. Durham's going to be taken down at Tennessee Christian's 12-yard line. We're inside the final minute of the third quarter. Here's Limerick again in that I formation. It's going to be a handoff to Caleb Massey. He's quickly stopped. And that's it for the third quarter.
For those of you who have tuned in with us, I'd like to tell you about one of our sponsors, 323 Sports. 323 is one of the most incredible Christian companies that you'll find out there, providing all of your athletic wear needs. You can visit their website, 323sports.com. And they just have some incredible deals. Always top of the line as far as quality goes. Always a really fast shipping guarantee. We here at Fort Bluff, we love utilizing 323 Sports, and we know many of you Christian teams utilize this company because they just have unbeatable deals as far as equipment, branding, and clothing options go. So if you visit our website, nacasports.org, right there on the main page, you'll find the 323 Sports logo. Just click on that link, visit their website, and let them know that the NACA sent you.
Hey, they have the sharpest apparel out there, and they will outfit your entire team from jackets on down. They
just came and showed us a pants, t-shirt, jersey, sweatshirt, jacket combo that I think was right around $50 for all of those things all together. It's an incredible deal.
Super nice people too.
That's right.
So we are starting this fourth quarter with a running clock. And the Lions are going to start this quarter out with a penalty. It looks like some movement. It's going to be 2nd and 15 for the Lions. Limerick's going to hand it off to Wheelock. Patrick Willock will nearly get it back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Lions. Limerick over center.
Looks like he drug him for a little bit of a distance.
Another handoff to Durham. It's going to bring up a 4th and 10 for the Lions to start this final quarter. Limerick over center. Takes the snap. Wheels out to the right with an option. He had the option to wheelock at his disposal, but he kept. But there is a flag on the field, and it's holding against the Lions. So as Limerick brings in a shotgun formation with the 4th and 16, he looks back to Wheelock. Incomplete pass, almost intercepted. Tennessee Christian's Andy Chase, but it really wouldn't have mattered very much. There's a turnover on downs. Running clocks really, they move on. We're already at inside 7.5 minutes in this 4th quarter, but this is going to be Luke Benton's a good opportunity for him to show what he can do, and that pass comes up just short. It's been a long night for Benton, but this is going to be a great opportunity for Tennessee Christian to put something together on this drive and get out of this game with something that they can be proud of and have something to feel good to go into the off season and start preparing for next year.
Hey, it may not be a win, but it may be one of the most incredible comeback stories that they tell next year.
Absolutely. This team has a bright future, and I can't wait to see what they bring to the table next year. There's Benton with a pass. It is complete to Nate Boyd, the 6'5" junior. That's going to make it 3rd and short. Third and 1. That's Benton back to Nate Boyd, but he was quickly met by Dennis Herndon. For a massive hit. It's going to make it 4th and 2 for Tennessee Christian. Benton takes a snap, but there's movement on the offensive line, and that's going to complicate things worse, and it looks like maybe the punt team is coming in. Jamie Billups back to punt. With a good punt. He's going to get a good bounce, and it's going to be Obadiah and Chase for the stop. All right, here comes the Lions once again. Inside of 4 minutes remaining in the contest. We have Limbrick over center. Quick pitch to Marshall. I'm sorry, that's Bridges. Bridges still on his feet down to the Tennessee Christian 30-yard line. So we're now inside of 3 minutes to go. DeTronce Limbrick once again. Take the snap. Quickly give to Bridges for a he runs around on the right-hand side, but Lions are called once again for holding. We're approaching the 2-minute mark in the contest. Going to be a 1st and 18. There's Whitlock in motion. Mishandles the ball. Looks like it is recovered by the Tennessee Christian Hawks, who will once again have an opportunity to end the game on a high note. But that running clock is running, and it's inside a minute, 12, 11, 10. They are going to have to get a fire lit under this drive and make something happen quick. Luke Benton again. He's taking his time with the spread offense, calling the play. He takes the snap, looks downfield to Marshall.
Pausing the clock at 19 seconds for a timeout.
As you can see, that's some of the Lions sideline. He's getting ready to celebrate after what is surely going to be a big win for their team. And they will advance to the finals which will take place Friday against the Hickory Hawks. But there will be a, help me with this, punt, pass, and kick.
Punt, pass, and kick competition tomorrow.
I would only
for
assume,
bragging rights.
Absolutely. I would only assume this Lions team is going to have some players that are going to perform pretty well in that contest. Here comes Benton. Passes to Marshall. He's got running room. He's reversed the field. He's got a block down there by Andy Chase. And that is going to do it, folks. That is a good play, maybe a good note to end it on for this Tennessee Christian team. Again, I'm very impressed with the progress they made over a year. A completely different program. Hats off. Hats definitely off to Coach McKenzie and that squad, but it's going to be Coach Timothy Patterson and the Potter's House Christian Academy who will advance to the finals to take on, they're going to take on the Hickory Hawks from Hickory, North Carolina. So they're going to play another Hawks team come
That's
Friday.
Right. You can keep up with the schedule on our website, nacasports.org, or by checking out our Facebook page. We'll keep you updated on everything that's happening there. We'll be live streaming those games on Friday.
Yeah,
so that's going to be great. Thank you so much for helping us out with that, Elmer.
Hey, and you know, Tennessee Christian, they're gonna have another contest Friday.
That's right.
I see them. This is going to be a great matchup between them and Lancaster Christian Academy out of Smyrna, Tennessee. It's going to be two Tennessee teams. They're going to battle it out in the consolation game.
Both teams are very evenly matched. It's sure to be a close but intense game. I'm excited about seeing it.
That's going to be exciting. It's also going to be exciting to see Hickory Hawks, who came out with a big win earlier today against Lancaster, see that matchup between them and the Potter's House. So we want to thank everyone again. Thank everyone so much for tuning in. You see the camaraderie and sportsmanship out there right now on the field, both teams taking a knee together.
It's absolutely one of my favorite parts of the tournaments when, after a game, brothers in Christ get to come together and thank the Lord for giving them this opportunity. We're really happy to have both teams here, and we're excited about what the Lord's going to do through the remainder of the next couple days. Hey, thank you for tuning in to the live stream here, and we know we'll be live streaming the next two games this coming Friday, so share the word on your Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Get the word out about the NACA Sports, #NACA Sports 15 competition, and we cannot wait to see you again.